tell you how I was received. Not well in the beginning. Now, but here's the plot twist, my fellow tobaccophiles. All the big guys were watching me. I had lunch with many a brand owner very early on in the business, you know, clandestinely, of course. And they were all very, very interested in what we were doing because they found it to be authentically disruptive. And it was also being empowered by a larger machine through distribution relationship. So it was immediately more threatening. And so commercially, potentially, you had at least for the, I mean, for fuck's sake, at least it was more visible than somebody starting out, bootstrapping every step of the way. Now, I was less than well received by a great deal of my peers initially because I was new and I was from the outside.
Mm.
I was not reared in this business. I was reared in my own business, and my vision and love for this specific type of product is what brought me towards this industry with our brand, as well as like it was like my childlike fascination with brand architecture that with all my hopes and dreams, I dreamt that I could, build a modern day version of a multi-category brand like Dunhill, because that's been one of my chief inspirations the entire time. All
Yeah.
the quintessential components of the and appointments of the good life, right? To smoke, to drink, to wear, to, all this shit, right? And I think that that crowd was very protective also of this thing that they loved very much. And they saw an invader, right? But that did somewhat quickly melt away because I made a point to meet the guys that I hadn't known before and earn their respect. And once I think that they figured out what my intention actually was in the business, that I was here to participate in a real way and in my own way, all of that, kind of protective stance kind of melted away.